Um. Okay, things look like they're okay. And I'm just gonna pick this, I guess. I'm not gonna be live for super long, I don't think. Alright, Ren! Ren, it's you! You are the first person to join up in a month of me not streaming. Actually, interestingly enough, since I haven't... It's been so long since I've streamed. I actually have partially a new setup on my side. Let me know how I sound, of course. But I have a third monitor now. Need to turn my personal... Oh god, my personal audio is so high. That's my good old 24. Turn this up a bit. Too much. There we go. Holy, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you. Too bad you're here for a testing stream. This isn't a this is a shiny hunting stream, but this is definitely... I didn't even get to test with the rain. I wanted to test if the bitrate was good. I actually need to have... I'm gonna rearrange my windows just a bit here so I can actually watch my stream playback. Even though my other monitor is kind of crap. God, I can't even see it. Okay, so on YouTube, my quality is 720. I think that's because I'm not like a YouTube partner or anything. How is the Twitch stream, guys? Does the Twitch stream look good? Good as it always has, same as normal? But yeah, I've got a third monitor. I made a new BRB screen for... I made a new BRB screen forever ago. It's streamed in so long, I haven't even showcased my new BRB screen. Oh lord. I need to start stocking up on salties again. I'm starting to run low on these things. Am I doing this right? I actually can't remember. What is the bug sandwich? I didn't even type that right. Dude, it's been so long since I've streamed. Oh man, I have missed doing this. Doing those VOD recordings was fun. Like, that was genuinely enjoyable. But... Okay, wow, this looks way better on my other monitor. Yeah, so I got a third monitor. It's not super good. It's really high up, so it does that thing where the screen, like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think you guys know what I mean. Where it like looks weird from the one angle. But yeah, the stream looks fine on YouTube at least, so I'm happy with that. So I'll move this back. I gotta do a bunch, sorry. Again, this is a testing stream, so that is what I'm doing, is testing. Okay, yeah, that sandwich is correct. Cool, we're good. Peters, how you doing? And yes, something? Yeah, that's cool. Unfortunately for me, I haven't gotten a new controller, so I still have terrible drift. Okay. So all the while, I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be looking at my other monitor, at my stream diagnostics, trying to see if there's any frame drops or bitrate spikes or valleys, I guess, in the sense. Jeez, nothing but bees? And a bunch of Espeon for some reason. This is a hard thing to multitask. Do not multitask shiny hunting while looking at actively running statistics of your stream. Would not advise that. Especially when they are on two entirely different monitors. I literally have to physically move my head up and down to see how my bitrate is. Oh, a big ass pop-up. Yeah, so it's been a month since I last streamed or even attempted to stream. And I know that because when I called Xfinity, by the way, can I get some Linksfinities in the chat? When I called Xfinity yesterday, the lady I was talking to, who was rather nice, she seemed new and didn't speak English very well, but she was cool. Yeah, she got somebody out today, and she asked how long the issues have been going on, and I said they've been going on for a freaking month. I had to go look at the date, and I looked at the last time I didn't add everyone for a stream, and that was March 22nd. If you get a Pokemon from the DLC but don't have the DLC, how do you open the other decks? I don't think you can. I think you have to be able to go to that region to see that region's Pokedex. That's a rather interesting question. It's not something I've thought about, nor have heard people talk about banding capacity. But if I had to guess, there's a likely chance you have to actually be able to go to the region in order to actually see that region's Pokedex. Which, if that is true, kind of sucks. Because if you can't see it by pressing minus, or whatever opens up your Pokedex, like, maybe it'll show up in your recently caught or recently battled or whatever. But if you can't access these other two books by any means, then you might just not be able to see that Pokedex. Please go away, Tommy. How do things look so far? Is everything still coming through crystal clear? I'm really annoyed that I didn't actually get to stream when I had the rain up just a few minutes ago, because that would have been a nice bitrate stress tester. But whatever. Who was here in the early days when I streamed at like 1,000 bitrate? Because my dumb ass didn't know how terrible that was gonna look. Okay, return please. Thank you. Yeah, Holy, it seems like you're kind of screwed on that. The only way you're going to be able to see its dex entry or potential locations, which you wouldn't be able to see its locations anyway if it's a DLC mon, but you wouldn't be able to get any of that info without the DLC, which is unfortunate. That's Frostmoth. How crazy would it be to phase on a Frostmoth? Look. There we go. Peachy, how you doing, dude? Man, this really does feel insane. It's been a freaking month. And the most... Okay, has anybody in the chat actually watched the videos that I put up even a little bit? I'm curious. Because I approached them in a really interesting way. I was really treating it like I was just streaming to nobody. Which I guess is kind of how I stream anyway. Wow, look at all these fucking butterflies. Yeah, doing the camping trick doesn't really work that quickly on Switch 2. It takes a while for the world to repopulate, and that it's just better to walk around, I guess. Some of the first Air Riders one, thank you. Yeah, they really were the stream replacements. I didn't get to do a ton. I really was doing a lot of personal stuff. Like, I was doing stuff around my apartment. I re-signed my lease, so I'm here for another year. And a store close to where I work was going out of business, which sucks. Obviously not a very good sign of the economy and all that, but was good for me because I got a cool painting to hang in my living room, so now my walls aren't freaking completely bare. I also got some floating shelves that I spent far too long trying to hang up, and they still aren't hung up, which makes me feel very good about myself and my handiwork. But you know, I guess I didn't get that gene from my dad. Yeah, so the stream room that I used to stream from when I was living at my dad's was pretty much all him. Like, he did so much to get that room put together. And, you know, what can I say? I guess carpentry just doesn't really run in the bloodline. Dude, that floatzel throws me off every damn time. Yeah, so like I have one of the shelves hanging up, and the other just I almost didn't see that. So I'm gonna be catching this with Beast Balls. I don't have many of those left. I went specifically for Vivian because it doesn't... Or I went specifically for this Vivian because it was one of the only ones that only has one ball type that I want to catch it in. Oh my god, I love this Pokemon. Also, I was gonna upload it, but I kind of forgot. Oh, also, speaking of, I do have another thing uploaded. It is an unboxing video. For anybody that might want to watch. Damn it. For anybody that might want to watch, I have a video that has been processed on YouTube. It is an unboxing video of a lot of the stuff from Final Fantasy IX's anniversary last year. I wanted to show off a bunch of the stuff that I picked up from that. I will probably have that available to watch tomorrow. Go ahead and stop the YouTube playback now. Oh, that's great. I'm just gonna keep spamming T-Wave until Safeguard wears off. But I do have, and hello AT, how you doing? Yeah, so something that I might upload is a recording. I was just gonna upload it to Twitter. I got myself the target that I've been wanting the entire time in X and Y, and that was my own personally caught shiny Vivian in XY. So I will finally, I finally got it the other day. Got it on Thursday actually, and yeah, I was gonna post that to Twitter as part of the big Pokemon journey, and then I got busy and had to go back to work. And then yesterday I was all over the damn place. But yeah, I finally got my own Kalosian Vivian. Or should I say XY Vivian, because we have ZA now. I'm gonna try one more ball and then I'm gonna reset because my my dealer in rare Pokeball types cannot deal rare Pokeball types anymore. And I would prefer having those over more Herba Mystica. That was not a critical capture. Empoleon, Tangrowth, Hippowdon, Togekiss, Houndoom, and what game is this? Run. Mother. Oh, Platinum? Hell yeah, that's a cool team. Yeah. Hello? There you are! How do you fucking crouch? Okay, there we go. Great, because I forgot how to crouch and I whistled. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I want to make sure, if you don't know, if you start a battle with a back attack, then you get a catch bonus, which I'm gonna need if I'm using Beast Balls. Dude, I swear to God. That wasn't a back hit. Though I do like seeing that thing sparkle again. Want to run either Glaceon or Frostos? Run a Glaceon then. I mean, yeah, your team isn't going to be lightning quick. Except for Houndoom. But, yeah, why not challenge yourself that way? Dude, why didn't I take my plate for dinner into the kitchen before I started streaming? Okay, I need this thing to stop looking at me. Dude, stop looking at me, Vivian, please. How did that not count? Oh my God. Don't get swept by Garchomp? I mean... Well, no. Cynthia's Garchomp has Flamethrower or Fire Blast, doesn't it? I was gonna say Glaceon has great physical... Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. That's Leafeon. No, yeah. Just go get a Choice Scarf. Yes, I did beat the DLC of ZA. There's still a couple things I need to do, but I did finish that up. There we go. You caught the Vivian off guard, and I got a terrible screenshot. It does have 110. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Is that it? No, it was not. Yeah, I mean, 110 is still solid. Whoa. What's everyone drinking tonight, by the way? I got some horchata from my brother's work. It's tasty. I'm really only willing to use 3, maybe 4 balls at a time on this. Water? Nice. I've got my cup of water here too. It's pretty low actually. I should get a refill, but whatever. Turn around. Oh, this is gonna take a minute. I'm trying to look for that new Dirty Mountain Dew cream soda flavor. It tastes like vomit. Dude, I gotta find this. What the fuck? Dirty Dew. Says they've got it at Walmart. Safeway too, but I don't think there's a Safeway near me anymore. There could be, actually. Dude, I gotta look for this. Please. Please stay locked on. Oh my god. Well, that was a good screenshot at least. Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna try normally. Eventually it'll catch anyway, right? I mean, you could try a convenience store, Pichu. I don't know if you've looked around the convenience stores in your area, but sometimes they'll have, like, individual cans labeled for, like, 50 cents or whatever. Yeah, give it a try. I've got a coworker that goes to a liquor store to pick up energy drinks, so... like, they're good. They've got weird and cool things to pick up. There was a liquor store I went to recently when I was at a friend's place for a get-together. And, one of the people there was was trying to get a pack of cigarettes for cheap because he smokes and just forgot his pack, you know, whatever. Typical thing. And we went into that liquor store, and these guys had so many Funko Pop vinyl figurines that I couldn't believe my eyes. They seriously had them lining, like, all of the infrastructure of the store. The walls, the beams, the girders, like, on the ceiling. And it was so many of them. And it was so erratic, too. Like, I don't... We're not trying that. I can't comprehend why the liquor store was displaying so many of these things in all sorts of, like, random fashion. Like, I don't know if they were the owners or if they were trying to sell them or what, but I mean, they were just all over the place. There were some DBZ ones, then there's some, like, some show ones. I saw some Simpsons ones, random whatevers, a couple of games. I just had no freaking idea what I was looking at. Like, these things are a freaking blight, man. Of course. Of course! Okay, I'm gonna try a couple of balls anyway and see where we get. I don't feel like stalling up the safeguard. Isn't the Beast Ball made to catch special kind of Pokemon from Sun and Moon? Yeah, they're made to catch the Ultra Beasts. There we go! Got it. Alright, let's see if I can get the picture with its wings open. There we go. Alright, chat. Nature guesses? Calm. Naive? I wish it were naive. Calm is a fine nature. Vivian has a little bit of special bulk. No, Mark. But that's cool. We got ourselves a shiny Vivillon. Most people can't pronounce this thing's name. You know what else I can do too? I have a pen somewhere. Tell me I don't have a pen on my desk? Man, okay, hold up. Okay. This is actually a Vivian pattern I am completely done catching. I think. Outside of just getting a bunch of the normal pattern that I want anyway, we are good with that. So let me go ahead and import another one. And we're just going to keep going with the stream for a bit. Okay. Do I have another one that I want to import? Indonesia? I think Indonesia gives a jungle pattern. Namibia? Where is Namibia? That sounds African. El Salvador? I'm trying to find one that has the sun pattern. I don't think I'm gonna get so lucky on this. And I'm late as hell, but Ren, you have yourself a good one, alright? Okay, we're gonna do this one. Oh, but my account isn't... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, hang on, chat. I gotta do this little number. This is gonna take me a second. So I need to... Oh, this account's paired with Let's Go. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so now I can send a postcard. This is so obnoxious. Oh no, I lost the postcard I was gonna use. I don't think I have any Safari Balls. Hold on. It's all going south, guys. It is all going south. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Alright, you guys are gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna say what pattern we get. I know we're all waiting with bated breath. Okay, and we're back. It's gonna be really funny if I don't actually get... No! High Plains! This isn't the one I wanted! Well, it's cool to see the two different patterns together. Well, I guess we're getting High Plains. I thought we were getting Polar! Well, that stinks. High Plains is my native pattern, by the way. Well, shit. I hope I have a Safari Ball. If I don't have a Safari Ball, then I guess we're going... ball hunting. I don't have a Safari Ball! Oh no, dude. Oh, Seymour the house. What happens if I reset? If I reset, can I send another? Or does it save? No, it's saved. Well. That's a problem. Alright, chat. I guess we're grinding barbecue points then. I don't know how many I have. Or we can see what else is shiny around here. Is there anything cool? Minccino? I care about Minccino. Doduo, Rhydon, and Minccino. Wow, that sucks, actually. What about Kitakami? Aracuda. Volbeat, Heracross, Ducklet. I already have these two. Young Goose, the Pokemon we all truly care about. Well. Dude, the fact that I have to fight my control stick is so obnoxious. Like, actively controlling it to go against is so... I hate modern controllers. Okay, how many points do I have? 460! God, I can barely remember how to even use this thing. Nope, not lucky. Nope. Have a bunch of Happini dust, that's cool. Dude, getting the points sucks too. Okay, well that's neat. This is loud as hell. A Star Suite, neat. Okay, hit us with the luck? Nope. See guys, look, I still play gachas. Dude, please give me the Pokeball one. Still no. Well, this is that anti-stream luck. Oh yeah, all that Final Fantasy XIV news came out. Yeah, so I've seen a boss fight. I'm not gonna mention the boss fight just in case. I don't know if it's spoilery or not. But I did see that. That was pretty cool. Apparently, when it comes out, upwards of the level 80 content will be free to play. So that's cool. Admittedly, hey, there we go. All right, come on, rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. That's not rainbow. Wow, what a bunch of crap. Yeah, as for my personal experience with the 14, I kind of dropped it, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't really care that much. I don't really know what constitutes the level 80 content. But, I mean, if it turns out that it's a bunch of stuff that I can do with people, then maybe I'll pick it back up. Oh my god, they're doing an Eva crossover? That's insane. I'm running out of points! We can do 3 more of these. Is Shadowbringers where you become the Warrior of Darkness instead of the Warrior of Light? Because I remember people talking about Shadowbringers when Smash Ultimate was coming out, and I can remember being in line playing, or waiting to play the demo that they were touring around, and people were talking about it there. Where the trailer goes hard, yeah. Yeah, that one was really big for them. That made huge waves. Oh my god, are you freaking serious? Well, we got 0 Pokeballs out of that. Love that. You can't call a flying taxi here. Why God? Oh, these suck to farm out. Well, chat, you and me are gonna be hanging out for a bit while I just do this. How appropriate that this stream will be absolutely nothing. Some things never change, huh? What the hell am I doing? No. Okay. I gotta use that wired controller I've got and remap it. I really, really need to. This is driving me nuts. Oh, that's a Sawsbuck. No, dude. How many expansions are there at Pichu? Is there like 6 by now? Because it could be a thing where they eventually, where they just kind of like roll how many expansions are free and keep like the current 3 or whatever paid. You know what I mean? This is very apt music for being in the beach. Shit, what was that? I didn't see it. I should have just used a quick ball. What am I doing? Okay, that got. I mean, if they do end up doing that, I think that's really good, honestly, for getting more people into the game. Not that I think they're having a problem with that, but... Take a photo of a wild Pokemon in flight? Hey, is that Fletchinder still over here? Okay, there's something I can do. Well, here's 10,000 Pokemon right here. I'd like to get more into Final Fantasy XIV. I think I definitely need like a certain group to play it with though. Because like it was fun blitzing it and kind of watching the story on my own time. You know, see how far it could go, how fast and all that. But yeah, kind of a lonely game. In my opinion, which is completely ironic for an MMO. Battle of the Wild Terra Pokemon? Oh, I'm bugging. Okay. Oh, there's a wild Terra Pokemon. Okay. I don't even have to do anything, I just have to encounter it. Yeah, later, bucko. Come on, Trumbeak. Well, it's mostly my experience with MMOs. Like, my experience with MMOs has always been playing them with other people and playing them, for the most part, concurrently. And if I can't really do that, then it's just not really that fun. Like, like, for example, me and Mallow played tons of MMOs together. And, ow. 1 second, folks. Hey, Moza! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. How you doing, dude? I haven't been streaming as of late because my internet has been broken. But this is my first stream back. How you doing, dude? How's the shiny hunting been? Sorry about that. I got a real nasty burn at work the other day, which is exceedingly rare for me. I've never burned myself quite like this, and I accidentally scratched the blister, and that was not good. Let's just put it that way. That's a fire type? Where the hell are fire type Pokemon in this? I know like some Chimchar and some other things spawn here. Magmar's in the savannah, maybe I can just catch that. What the hell am I looking at? That's a deerling. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I played a lot of, when my MMO experience is playing with people concurrently, like with Mallow, and not having anybody to play with really makes it unfun for the most part. The story's been interesting from what I've played, but the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I'm normally really careful about being in a kitchen, but work kind of put me in a really awkward situation the other day, and trying to do everything I was trying to do in a fast manner did not work out very well. Or not even in a fast manner, but in a multifaceted manner, I guess is the good way to put it. Oh wait, Vibrava would have counted for that. Oh, hell yeah. Nice, Moza. I was actually just playing Legends Arceus the other day. I was watching Nesamon's video on his, what is essentially a shiny badge quest in that game. And it made me want to play it. And I got a couple of cool things. I saved in front of it, but I got another shiny Alpha Carnivine. I need to go back and actually catch that thing. Nowhere near as cool as the one that I found randomly during the stream that one time. Because from a massive mass outbreak, but... You know, shiny alphas are still fucking awesome. Where was that Pokemon Center at? Whatever. Yeah, how you doing, Sato? Rastalize. Catch a flying Pokemon. Well. Do that. Yeah, I thought it would be neat to find a shiny alpha in Legends Arceus and bring it to ZA. I don't know if I'll ever really do that, but I think that would be cool. Where the hell is Repeat Ball at? The shiny alpha hunt? Aren't you just doing a shiny hunt, like, you know, beginning with that? Let's not get into the shiny alpha, but I was pretty sure you were just trying to get a shiny Hisuian Zorua. I guess that didn't count. That sucks. Mother... Oh, we're getting the Scarlet Violet experience right now. I need to get homies to do this with, dude. Grinding BBQ points fucking blows. Are you talking about in Wild? Damn, dude, nice. Oh, you got a shiny alpha Hisuian Zoroark? That's sick, dude. I'm still really bummed that I missed out on that big Larvesta plush. That makes me sad. Oh, I have to press A to pick him up. I'm sitting here running over him wondering why I'm not getting him. My stupid fucking ass. Beat 10 Pokemon using auto battle? I'm already on it, Chief. I thought about doing wilds today. Because, the Blossom Dance Festival is back on. And it's always good to get more tickets. Then I thought, nah, fuck it. I will probably play some, off stream though, just to get the dailies and whatnot. Wow, look, the ocean actually looks populated. You're down and you're up? Okay, word. After I'm done streaming, we'll play a bit. Do I have to get off Koraidon to do that? Am I stupid? No, I don't. I'm just a fucking moron. Alright, cool. It's been a while, you know? It's been a while. Still haven't dropped any frames, so that's good. Any YouTube watchers in the chat? How's the quality been there? Everything back to normal? Normal? What the hell? What the hell was that? Huh? Did that say I completed this mission that I just got? Did I misread that? I think I misread that. Never mind. I'm an idiot. My streaming chops aren't what they used to be. I've done nothing but play Mega Man Battle Network and do house chores for a month, so... You know, what the hell do I know? Why am I picking these up? Dude, I'm like, actually fucking... I've been reset to level 1, like Sora at the beginning of every fucking Kingdom Hearts game. Why does this keep happening? That's not a good Pokemon to do this on. Dawsbuck is, though. As completely clueless as I have been for this stream, I feel like. Man, is it good to be back. I can absolutely say that at least. I'm kind of surprised I haven't waltzed into a random shiny at this point. Where do I go to make a TM? I don't even remember. Because, like, there's no actual Pokemon centers. Where the hell do I make a TM? In victory in a Terror Raid battle. This will be nice and quick. Rage Baits, welcome in. How you doing? What am I doing? Now I'm just messing around. I was testing my internet for the past hour or so, but considering that everything seems to be good, I'm not really testing it anymore. Now I'm just messing around. I'll just Drain Punch, screw it. Thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate that. Dude, my burn sucks. Water stone in the water. Nice. Why does it take a screen capture though? Like seriously. I'll complete a couple more and then I mean I could just kill time until midnight. And then I can actually get more Vivian postcards in and get one that doesn't make me want to use a Pokeball that I don't have. Boy, howdy, do I miss my Pokeball supplier. Let me tell ya. Can you believe all of this stuff that I'm doing right now is just for a chance? Just for intense hopium that I get a Safari Ball? Like, we are talking extreme hopium because in the, like, 10 or whatever that I did before, I didn't even get... no, I guess it was, like, 13 or 14 maybe. I didn't get a single Pokeball roulette. God damn it. So, do you still have Pokeballs from our supplier? Because honestly, if you do, just give me a couple Safari Balls and we can call this good. Is Solosis in flight? Oh my god, it counts. Why is this so damn loud? What the hell, man? So with Pokemon Champions being out, I haven't gotten to talk about that on stream because, well, I haven't been able to stream. People seem very happy that terrestrialization is done. People seem thrilled that they don't have to worry about terrestrialization for the time being. Which I think is kind of funny. Speaking of, I did talk about my thoughts on champions in one of the videos that I posted. I believe it was either the Splatoon. I think it was the Splatoon one for the Springfest. So, I mean, if you guys want to know my thoughts on Pokemon Champions so far, you guys should totally watch some of my videos. No, I'm not going to make people do that. I could shill, but I'm not going to be like that. What I will say is that I haven't played it. I honestly don't have intentions to play it. Unless they had a 6v6 mode, in which case I will be down to clown. But I do need 6v6 singles because that's just how I am. What can I say? That's the format that I came up on, you know? Also, not really a fan of how they've approached some of the home compatibility. I'm also not a big fan of the way they've been kind of like hot fixing things. In so much as, you know, buffing and nerfing moves all over the damn place. And they seem to do it like at a moment's notice too. Yeah, I don't like that you can't move Pokemon in and out to change their movesets and EVs. Because make a sour sandwich, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I don't like that because, I mean, you know, Pokemon test, like, part of Pokemon competitive is testing, and the sour enough? Why are these kiwis so big? What the fuck? Dude, where are people getting Monstro kiwis from in Paldea? This isn't gonna fit. Well, full sandwich. Those fireballs, damn. Yeah, I've seen you get like 300 for each battle, which sounds like it's pretty good. I really haven't seen much of Champions. I've seen like an hour's worth of content at best. But I don't know. I described it to somebody at work because somebody at work picked it up. And I described it as something like casualizing competitive play, which is, I mean, I guess that was their goal, but like a lot of the approaches they have just aren't doing it for me. God damn it. I'm not gonna bother. No, I wouldn't call it streamlining. Because the things that Scarlet and Violet did streamlined it. They made getting egg moves super easy. They made getting shinies super easy. Getting bottle caps and gold bottle caps is super easy. Getting ability patches is relatively easy. Probably, getting ability patches is probably the hardest item to get in this entire game. But like for the most part, you can make a Pokemon pretty easily and make it good to go in this game without much effort. Especially if that's your goal, is to try and get into comp and like farm up these items so you can make teams. It doesn't take too much effort, especially with people hosting raids specifically for ability patches and whatnot. But I mean, like breeding, you don't really need to breed anymore, especially the only time you need to breed is if you're trying to get a 0 IV in, quite frankly, one of 2 stats. And that's really about it. And quite frankly, I still have to know, because I feel like people blow the 0 attack IV thing out of proportion way too much as far as like on social media and stuff like that. It seems like they're really, like they really kind of hammer down on that and say like, oh, 0 attack IV, it's got to be hacked, and oh, it's so important, blah blah blah. No, it's not. Like let's keep it a buck, all right? Getting a 0 IV in attack, unless confusion or foul play is so prominent and I don't know about it in VGC, is so menial. The only important stat you're trying to get a 0 in is speed, and that's only on certain Pokemon. And even then, this game trivialized that. So you can get, what, 10 eggs at a time by going into the basket? But I'm not liking how they'll, like, buff and nerf secondary effects of all sorts of things. Like, I mean, some people will say that, you know, Rock Slide going down to a 10% chance to flinch instead of a 30 is necessary or something like that. But I mean, like, come on. Let's be real here. You know what I mean? That is not shiny. Like, the only reason a lot of people are bitching about it now is because a lot of casuals are just now understanding what it's like to go against another person. I lost track of what I was doing. Pick up 10 items off the ground and catch a Pokemon. Okay. I also dislike that IVs aren't a thing in Champions, which I can definitely argue that could be streamlining for people, but it takes away some of the nuance, like for Trick Room or for rather specified stream speed control, which, quite frankly, that's getting a little too nuanced. But I mean, this is also coming from me, somebody that's been in the Pokemon competitive scene for half of my life, you know? It looks like changing moves is super... Is that a shiny Alomomola? No, it's not. I'm bugging. That was just a lighting thing. Yeah, that doesn't look purple at all. But yeah, moves seem like they're incredibly expensive to replace. Is there a Terra Pokemon? There was a Terra Pokemon. I completely... No, that's a Den. No, that is a Pokemon. Okay, hold up. No, that is a Den. Bloody hell. So was that. There's one. Yeah, so I don't know. I've got, like... I am not actively playing it, so my complaints with it really shouldn't be taken for anything. But from the outsider looking in, especially as somebody that has been in competitive, there needs to be a lot more modes, or not modes, but options. There needs to be a lot more options, such as, you know, 6v6 singles, or hell, even 6v6 doubles. Why the hell not? Personally, I would like to see some things like triple and rotation battles come back. Or inverse battles. I think those are cool. I would like to be able to more freely experiment. Experiment with movesets and EVs and whatnot for no cost. Especially because the Pokemon gacha you play can really be a crapshoot, from what I've seen, anyway. But it is cool that the Pokemon can come in random Pokeballs. Sometimes have titles. But dude, those EV spreads can be really trash. And those movesets can be really trash. Can I, brother, find a Charmander or something? That was cool lag. Well, that's nice at least. Okay, let's go roll the Pokeball machine and see if we get lucky. I mean, it's not just that. People that have access to resources, other resources outside the game, have a better standing. Like, there's different tiers, but on the basis of just having every Pokemon game on the Switch, or even playing a decent amount of, like, even Pokemon Go, that can really thrust some people ahead of others. Which, I mean, hey, in a sense, that's kind of how it's always been, you know? At least until they started messing with Pokemon's movesets. Like, I've heard people complain about Mega Floette, which I find kind of funny because apparently some statistics sheet came out recently and Mega Floette wasn't even in the top like 30 or something. I think it's just a really easy pain point for people to complain about because it's, oh, you have to have the console, and oh, you have to have the game, and oh, you have to play through the game. It's like, shut up. Like, tell me, what are the kids saying these days? You're a LARPer instead of like a tourist? You're a LARPer? Dude, come on, give me a Pokeball roulette. Oh? Come on, rainbow, rainbow? Dude! Where the hell's my Happini dust? Did I pass it? I'm also honestly just not into the prospect of making competitive Pokemon come Pokemon. I'm not really into making that life servicey, and that's exactly how this is so far. I don't dig the items or lack thereof. I don't dig the lack of Pokemon. I don't dig, you know, all sorts of other stuff. But again, this is also, again, coming as someone that really does appreciate Smogon and Pokemon Showdown. Like, somebody please tell me why the Oran Berry is in. I can understand some of the berries being in, for sure. But, like, tell me why Oran Berry is in. Of everything. No, yeah, it's an interesting meta. It's like pre-bank or pre-home metas, in a sense. Or it's such a limited format that things are kind of interesting and cool. But I mean, like, if you're gonna have item claws in the game, you have to have a few more of your offensive and defensive items. Like, you really just do, because some Pokemon are out here essentially almost not running an item. Which can be totally fine for some, like if you're using Acro or something, but... Get Trick Up and give them useless shit? I mean, no. Trick is good because you can force a choice item on someone. It's not good because you fucking give them an Oran Berry in exchange for, like, lefties or some shit. Which, I mean, that's still kind of cool. But, like... That's like using Trick in like a weirdly defensive manner, and I don't think that's very good. I mean, what the hell do I know? Some VGC plays that have made waves have come from thinking outside the box. But, like, at the same time, though, like, if Knockoff is in the game, then who even cares, right? Knockoff is, then yeah, fuck it. Yeah, see, like, that's a thing, is... Oh my fucking... We have seen this 3 times now. I'm pretty sure they've already made changes to some Pokemon's movesets. From like the recent patch or something. And I just don't really like that. Like, it's one thing to do it generationally, or, you know, to make moves accessible mid-gen via DLC or a second game or something, but like, genuinely, I just don't know if I can really get behind it. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll give Champions a try, but it's really so far not shaping up to be what I wanted or hoped, even remotely. Which is fine. Like, I've always got Showdown. I did really want to go ahead and use a lot of the Pokemon that I've brought up, though. I mean, I've got hundreds of Pokemon that I've used competitively in one way or another in bank or at home. And it would have been nice to have brought them up and, you know, let them get a taste of the fresh air, so to speak. I would definitely need to wait for items more than anything. Like, I can deal with a limited pool of available Pokemon, but I'm not a big fan of the items being so, let's call it minimalistic. And I also don't... I just don't like the idea of not being able to really test things decently. Like, I don't want to bring something like Friend Guard Mousehold and then see that its moveset sucks. And then waste literally all of my points on its moveset. And then there's also, you know, optimizations too that come out of... That comes out of a lot of practice with the Pokemon that you have, but... You know, I definitely do enjoy the ability to knock off a few points of speed or something for a defense. Or HP or whatever. Just for a little bit of extra bulk, but you know, that comes from really understanding the meta and speed tiers, so. Overall, I just don't like the fact that you gotta spend a lot to really make any modifications at all. If I could move it back and forth between mainline games, I wouldn't care that much. It would be obnoxious, as all hell, but I could deal with it. Also, I gotta turn this shit down. There we go. Dude, how have I not gotten a single Pokeball spin? No, the perspective would be to not use a very limited currency to respec my Pokemon. Because, like, if I wanted to optimize this fictional mousehold that I don't have, I wouldn't want to... I wouldn't want to spend a bunch of points to play around with its speed and see how much I can get away with putting in its defense because Mousehold's already a fast Pokemon. And then just constantly keep dumping points to try and get that right value. I don't think you necessarily need to do that per se. But like, if you want to make a Pokemon really good and you want to make a really, really good team that could probably be consistently used, even if moves do get some balance patches to them, like that's the kind of thing you want to do. It's just kind of as simple as that. But I mean, who knows? I might be singing a different tune once it comes to mobile. Because I don't really have... I don't really have a lot I'm doing on my phone anymore these days because I've pretty much dropped all my gachas. You know, once you clear out an area in Pokemon Go, then you don't really have anything you're doing there. I don't really play TCG Pocket anymore and stuff like that. But, I mean, like, maybe it will be that good. That good way to kill some time. At the same time, though, at the same damn time, will I finally get lucky? Oh my god, finally! Finally we got the Pokeball Lotto. It took... How many points did this take? I had like almost 2,000 going into this, and then I did another like 500 prior to even the farming. It took so many just to get a single Pokeball Lotto. And there's a good chance I don't get a single Safari Ball out of this. I got one special Pokeball. It's a Sport Ball. I didn't have a Sport Ball, so I'll take that. All of that for a Sport Ball. How long have I been streaming for? Like, dude. Fucking scam, man. Anyway, speaking of Pokemon Go, it is now past midnight. And I can go ahead and rebalance my audio a little bit. Alright, let's see how that works. I guess we'll see what, Ooh, Rowlet Outbreak? I might actually do that later. I don't know if I'll do that on stream, but I would like to get a cool... Ooh, and Scizor too. I don't have that one. I would like to get a cool shiny Hisuian Decidueye. Vaporeon, Cyclizar... Skiddo. That's a Gary, that's kind of cool. Anyway. Let's see. Let me pick a Vivian pattern to go for. Do I have any level balls? I have 9. Alright, we'll do one more Vivian hunt and then I'm gonna stop. If Mike was a real pal, he'd sub. If Mike was a real pal, he'd supply me with some fucking Pokeballs. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Muffin? How you doing? What song is this? This is the credits to Mario Party 2. As a matter of fact, this playlist is about over, so... We'll go to Chiltendo. That's a good album. You got work in the morning? Dude, I feel that. Thankfully, I don't, but... I'm already halfway through my days off, which sucks. Okay, let me see if I can get a sun pattern in here. Savannah, Savannah. Okay, let's do this one. Postcard from 2023. Yo, I'm just saying, by the way, for all the TPP homies, and White Lotus too, by extension, I got so many of these fucking postcards still. Like, I have been holding on to these postcards forever for, like, for the squad, you know what I mean? So if y'all want to play, get some butterflies in different colors that aren't shiny. Roll on all these things for a minute. Okay, was this sun? Can one of these butterflies spawn so I can see if it's actually... Yes. Okay, it is sun. One of everything. I'll keep that in mind then. After the sandwich wears off, I can get one. Yeah, I need to go through. There's some that I need to catch a bunch of because I wanted to have plenty that I could mess around with after some inevitable shutdown of like Pokemon Go or something. So there's some of them that I need to actually go and get some extras of. The big one. Oh, it's not. I should have gone to the other spot. The other spot, cool, and you can get some like Dragonites or something there. Getting a flying sandwich there would be neat. Maybe get some like Haluchas. Noibat, Noivern. God. Yeah, I've settled in. Vivian might be my favorite Pokemon, honestly. I really don't think that I'll ever really be usurped by Mew because Mew can transform, which makes it kind of cheap. Especially like in Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, how that Mew just transforms into whatever the hell it wants. But, let's just say I've done enough Vivian-related activities to where this thing has to be my favorite at this point. I mean, I still love, like, Joltik and Galvantula, of course, but, like, with 20 different patterns, 19 to shiny hunt in this game. Get a lot of exposure to this thing, you know? Still a gigantic missed opportunity to put the Pokeball pattern in Legends EA. Would have been absolutely perfect. But no. And that means, unfortunately for me, I need Scopely, not Niantic anymore, to hurry up and put that goddamn pattern in Pokemon Go so I can bring it into this game. Well, I mean, like, does it surprise you? I was the bug trainer after all. Even though I didn't really get to play Gen 5 with you guys very much. I mean, the inclusion of Quiver Dance made everything good. Like, suddenly every butterfly-like Pokemon was decent because of Quiver Dance. You got people out here using fucking Quiver Dance Masquerain with like Hydro Pump and shit. And that's cool as fuck. Vivian has a unique move, a unique gimmick that is only really rivaled by like Alchemy. A great move pool, good abilities. I mean, shit. Watch me get to Master Rank in Pokemon Champions using Friend Guard Vivian, huh? See what's up. Yeah, good move pool. It's just got crap stats. Yeah, I really like Scolipede. I don't think I was in TPP at all for Gen 6, but I made a proper OU team for Gen 6 that used Scolipede, and then week after week, Smogon dismantled that team because it was overpowered as fuck. Like, I had speed boosting Swords Dance Scolipede with Baton Pass, Greninja, Aegislash. I'm pretty sure I used Talonflame and Megasaur. Like, it was like an actual, like, OU threat team. I was not pulling punches, and I had Klefki as my screen setter. I was genuinely not pulling punches. I was like, you know what? Alright, fine. Let's hit OU hard. I'll make a proper OU team, and we'll just see where we get. And after I made all my Pokemon, they banned everything. First it was Aegislash, and I was like, alright, fine, I'll find a substitute for Aegislash, whatever. And then, like, right after that was Greninja. Or, no, I think after that was Baton Pass. And then at some point, Greninja fell to the wayside, too. And then I said, okay, never mind, I'm not doing this anymore. And that was the last time I really touched Comp. I did some Ranbats after. And I did Ranbats after Gen 7 came out, and I got destroyed because I didn't use Lycanroc, and so I never saw the move Accelerock, and I got picked off at the end of like the first one I did, and then I said I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I literally in the battle had to stop and be like, what the fuck is Accelerock? Yeah, Gen 7 was really the low points of Pokemon for me. I didn't do any competitive. I barely saw all the Pokemon. I did practically zero competitive. But it's okay, because I picked up streaming. Now here we are. God damn it. I stayed up to date with Comp mostly through FSG. And that's kept my interest in Pokemon enough as far as competitive goes. Because, you know, like, especially in the way that the videos are formatted, it was always cool to... Like, I always knew what was up in singles with most Pokemon. But, like, VGC was always new and fascinating. Which is actually part of why I do still have interest in champions. But, yeah, VGC is always, like... It's always the format, like, I always hear about, but never see much of, you know what I mean? And I mean, like, it makes sense, because... Well, when I started, VGC was barely even a thing. And even for a long time after that, singles players, there were just more people playing singles, you know? You got your Haydens, Shofus, Pokeaims. I don't even know what Shofu does anymore. Hayden's still at it. I don't really keep up with his videos, but like, if I need stuff on while I'm like doing chores or whatever, I always throw like his or a couple other people's on as background noise. His less so because those battles really do end up being like 10 or 11 minutes with all the editing and stuff. Need longer vids, you know? But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, Hayden's dipped his toes into VGC before. And of course, being a PokeTuber, like you have to do the new thing. Like, let's just be real, you know? It doesn't matter what it is, you have to give it a try. His recent stuff? I'll have to check. He's the kind of guy where I've been following him for so long, and I just appreciate his humor so much. I really do try to watch like all of his videos, so... He actually lives really close to me. I don't know exactly where, but he lives somewhere in the Denver metro area too. He's been here for a while. He moved here from Cali, then to Hawaii, and then back here, and now the dude's married with a fucking kid. And content creation is his full-time gig. As far as I'm aware. Because I know he got let go from his job he had before, so... After that, he said he was going to give it a try, and I guess it's just been nothing but up. That's the homie right there. Yeah, no, I totally got to see if that fool's going to, like, There's a convention coming up at the end of the month. That's basically our Comic-Con. I'd love to be like, hey, yo, you going to this shit? I get him to sign the fucking dick pitch shirt that I got from like fucking 13 years ago or some shit. That'd be hella cool. Dude, that'd be sick, yeah. I'll try and get you something. Speaking of, actually, Omicron list, link me. I'll check it out after the stream. Or probably when I hit you up to play some Mod Hunt before I crash. Yeah, Plank is actually coming out here in September. Speaking of. So I'll probably kick it for a bit. Oh, dude, that's savage as fuck. Link me on Discord, yeah. I wish I had money to do things. That might change soon. I don't know, we'll see. As of right now, I am barely getting by, dude. It's painful too. It's mostly painful because I want to get a bunch of new games, and I just, not only can I not afford them, but I also don't have the time. Like, I wanted Pragmata I've wanted Pragmata for so long, and people seem to love it, and that makes me super happy because I was super excited for that game forever. But now I can't get it in good conscience. And I always have to choose. It's like, I either further my collection of like amiibo and stuff, or I get a game that I really want to play, but I also don't have the time to play. I mean, hell, case in point, I've been playing the Battle Network games for, what, like 7 months now? And I'm like 2/3 of the way through Battle Network 3 Blue. Or no, white? No, I'm playing blue. Yeah, I'm playing blue. And I had a crazy goal of trying to get those all done before a Star Force collection came out. And the Star Force Legacy collection came out like weeks ago. Which I did pick that up. I haven't started it yet, of course, but I did get that. But yeah, like, Pragmata's on the hit list. Expedition 33 is on the hit list. Fucking Monhun Stories is on the hit list. I still need to finish Lone Fungus. I would love to revisit Sparking Zero because I barely did anything in that, and with the DLC that got announced recently, I would love to have an excuse to get back to that. Also, still haven't seen Daima, but hopefully soon. It was kind of nice, the inability to stream, because I did get to work on a bunch of stuff I didn't normally get to do. I got to do things around the apartment, got to watch Stone Ocean with you guys, got to work on myself a little bit. Got to do a little bit of resume work and stuff like that. Like, part of me honestly wants to keep going in that direction and do more of that, partially because I really need to finish this resume and start looking for jobs on a serious note again. but it's just straight up juice? Hell yeah. Yeah, like I totally recognize the things I need to do to improve my life more, and even though I finally have my internet back and can stream, I'm probably still gonna pursue some of that for a little bit longer. But now I can at least fucking stream. Like now on Saturdays or whatever, I can just degen 10 hours away and just have fun, you know? Well, I mean, that's the thing. Streaming is part of that. And with my current job and the current scheduling of this job, it is so difficult to actually get that. Like, it really is one of those dead-end jobs that just beats you down. And beats you down. Just like Guzma used to say, you know? Kind of boss that'll beat you down and you don't get up or something. What does he say? Any Guzma enjoyers out there? You think if Guzma returns, they give him Mega Golisopod? I hope so. That'd be cool. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't know. Tomorrow, I might either do a beam or maybe a stream. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I kind of want to do a stream because I want to finish Lone Fungus after a freaking eternity. I'd like to do the rest of the ZA stuff that I haven't gotten to yet. The beam sounds kind of fun because I'd like to just chill and finish my resume work. I was supposed to do that today. I actually have a bit of an essay to write too. I want to make sure I get that done before the weekend's over. Dude, playing this game on Switch 2 is so much better. The fact that I can render out a Vivian that far away is so nice. Let's start a Team Skull. That sounds sick. I'd be all for that. Oh, that's really funny, Sato, because I'm doing it for Amora, too. I got a shiny alpha, a Mora, and a Aurorus in Beast Balls. And I want to get them in Moon Balls, and then I'll be happy. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, I did do the recent season of ZA. Made a video of it. I got to A rank in no time flat. If you guys want to see me stomp some fucking noobs in that game, go check out that video. I think in that video I didn't get first place one time. I think I got first in every single battle except for one. I thought about 2 on some days, doing a sort of, not really a let's play, but like maybe picking a short game and just, you know, running through it in that format instead of making streams of it, making videos instead. Making videos, quote unquote. As if the way I made any of those videos was different from me streaming to basically nobody. Dude, I'm a savage when it comes to ZA. I know there's like a niche of competitive players for that game. Should look into it more. I don't know why this thing just stopped. But yeah, it was fun to do those. It was fun to just play by myself for a little bit of some random game. That's crazy. The size difference. Nice. Yeah, the size differences in champions are neat. One more minute. Anyway, I guess that's really going to go ahead and bring about the end of the stream for now. I'm just happy I can stream. Looking back up, my bitrate has fluctuated a bit. I've seen it go as low as 5,300 and as high as 72, so that's not really that's not really rare or anything. Like, fluctuating bitrate does absolutely happen. I haven't dropped any frames. YouTube has looked good. which has looked good from what you guys have said. So for all intents and purposes, we are, we're back, baby. Also, if you want to see any of the Kirby events, 2 Kirby events have happened since I last streamed. I made videos on those. Check them out if you want. And, yeah, I'm not very good at plugging myself, I guess, but, you know, go check out the streaming channel. There's stuff to watch. And, yeah, maybe I'll do more Hyper Beams coming up just so I can have an excuse to get more shit done personally. Lore accurate Alpha Wailord. Yeah, I get you, dude. There is another one coming up next week, actually. So that's cool. All right, yeah, that's gonna do it at least for this. Oh man. A nice 2.5 hour stream for the homies. Get worked back in. Anyway, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. If anybody watched the videos that I uploaded, I appreciate that a lot more too. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Either with a stream or a Hyper Beam. We'll see what happens. But, oh, actually, you know what? I actually didn't get to do this. I'm gonna do this for everybody that's still around. I made a BRB when I was on break, and I haven't gotten to show it off in forever. So let me show that off really quick because I really, really like it. Check this out. This is the new BRB screen. What do you guys think? It's got the CRT filter. This is live too. What you are seeing right now is actually the weather in my area. So right now, I'm approximately in Denver. It's 37. And you guys can also use the same thing. There's a WeatherStar 4000. If you just look it up, it'll come up with some guy's site. So the next times I go on BRB, you guys can chill and mellow out to this. If only it had an Xfinity weather report. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'm gonna leave this going as a special premiere for the BRB. You guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.